Let's recap a little bit these three capabilities and put them together in one simple framework by answering this basic question. So how in the end is mass customization creating value, and why are these three capabilities really helping us to do so? And as you may know as a business student, for any strategy, not just mass customization, if we look on value creation from a company perspective, but what it does for our consumer, customer, we look at the net value generated. And the net value from a customer perspective is the difference between the cross-utility of a product or service minus the acquisition costs, say the price customers have to pay for the product, and the search and evaluation cost, which we also call the transaction cost. And hopefully the net value generated is positive. And the larger it is, the more likely customers are going for our product and not for the one of our competition. So how is mass customization changing this picture? Think about it. Where is the promise of mass customization coming in? Well, of course, first it's increasing the gross utility to the customer. Why? Think of the earlier ideal point picture. This was Chamberlain and Lancaster, which I explained with the example of the jeans. The need not to compromise between your ideal point and a standard offering is exactly this gross utility. But also the hedonistic benefits from the process experience of co-designing your own product, they're also a part of this additional cross-utility. And the downsides? Well, often you have to pay more attention to really getting this. This is a cognitive, you have higher search cost and evaluation cost. That's a complexity of choice, a paradox of choice. The time you have to spend in the configurator, the uncertainty, the perhaps missing trust in the solution. And then also you may have to pay more for the solution to cover the additional manufacturing cost or just margin demands of a manufacturer. So if we compare it, and Fabrizio Salvador came up with this simple but very useful comparison. So if you compare it and you look closely, it may be, if you don't execute it correctly, that mass customization is destroying value. So it's really important that these additional cost factor, both the price representing the additional manufacturing cost and the additional transaction search and evaluation cost of a customer, are not outbalancing the increase in gross utility. So if you paid close attention, you should be able now to allocate our three capabilities to this picture. Think about, where is the capability of, let's say, solution space design come into the picture? Well, if I'm really good in solution space design, meaning if I'm really good in determining what's the open job for customer, we really customers one choice, well, which should increase or decrease? Correct. This really loads on the cross utility. If I'm really good in solution space design, I should get better in defining and increasing the gross utility. How about robust process design? If I'm very good in producing these products very efficiently and having no switching cost and flexible automation, well, I should be able to really decrease the additional acquisition cost. So this additional cost may go down. And now, and I revealed it already, if I'm good in choice navigation, if I'm really helping customers to make the choice and even making this process an enjoyment, well, then the perceived search and evaluation costs go down. So this overall solution space is increasing this, robust process design and choice navigation is minimizing this cost, and overall we hopefully have a big delta in net value generated compared to a standard offering. So this is really how mass customization provides value compared to a mass production system, but only if you get these three capabilities correctly. So to summarize this and explain one more time what I mean with mass customization thinking. For perfect mass customization system, well, you need all three capabilities in place. And recent research by us really showed that there are strong synergies and complementarities between these three capabilities. However, let's say you are a traditional standard manufacturer and just have a high variety of on-the-stock products. However, then you still can profit from mass customization thinking by engaging in choice navigation with a match-to-order system. You don't have to engage in the capability of solution-based definition or robust process design. You can keep it as you have it. Or the other way around. If you're really good in robust process design capability, you may offer a high variety of standard goods with a higher efficiency. And finally, solution-based definition, I would say, is a capability that should be true for every company, not just for mass customizer. It's a basic question how to understand what your customers really want is perhaps the most fundamental question a company has to answer. And as I said, for pure mass customization system, we need some new tools and methods, but also have other opportunities in doing so. So overall, perhaps mass customization is also an ideal point. But as a company, we should strive to build these capabilities stepwise and increase them to a higher level. And mass customization thinking means to apply these capabilities to other business models and value chain compositions.